Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily card for the 25th of October. I forgot the day there, honestly. I've got so much going on at the minute, so much in my head. Quite interesting when you see the cards as well today. But yes, so this is for the 25th of October. 2017. How are you all doing? Firstly, I just want to say before I start this reading, thank you to all of the new subscribers. There's been quite a lot of you, and I know a lot of you have been sent this way via Tyler and Tyler's Tarot. Huge gratitude. Thank you, Tyler, for that. You know, I absolutely love Tyler. I really need to catch up with him soon, but I think we're both that busy. We haven't had a chance. But Tyler, I will be in touch if you are watching this, and thank you again for the shout out. Okay, he's amazing. I love that guy. Absolutely love him. So welcome all new subscribers as well, and thank you for all of your messages that are coming through as well. I haven't had a chance to reply to them, but I do read every single one, and like I say, they just make me smile. So thank you so much. Right, so the cards today. When I'm looking at the cards today, they're quite interesting. And I'm using the Tarot Apocalypsis this week. And the card that we have here is the Four of Swords. Now, it's a beautiful depiction, the Four of Swords in this as well. And very different to the Rider-Waite. Now, this is usually about rest, recuperation. But what this card, I feel, is saying, I mean, if we have a look, that person looks like they're in the woods, you know, and there's a fire and stuff like that. And sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to get out in nature just to be away from it all. Because this is talking about the creative mind. And any of you who are creatives, you will understand this. The creative mind does not stop. And it holds, do you know what I mean, no end of trials and sorrows. You know, when you are a thinker, it can often get very hard. Sometimes I long for, you know, when they say ignorance is bliss, you know, and that would be so much easier, you know, when you don't have all of these things to think about. But having a creative mind, there's always stuff going on in it. So this card is talking about your thinking and about your mind as well at the moment. And I feel within this, you are being pulled in different directions, okay? You may be thinking one thing, then actually thinking of reasons why this doesn't work, you know, very similar to Monday's cards. Sorry I didn't have a chance to do them yesterday. And what this is saying is you may pull yourself into a place of solitude, okay? And that is fine. But try not to exclude yourself. This is what it's saying. You know, solitude is good. Excluding yourself from everything and cutting yourself off isn't, okay? Because as we said on Monday, we need connection. This is what we are all really craving. So what this is saying is that you are looking for comfort, okay? You are looking for that safe space. You are looking for loyalty and integrity as well. If we have a look there, there's a dog lying asleep next to her. She's got her sword, so she's still on guard, you know. And it's like I say, there is quite a peace coming with this, but you know, there's a lot going on that needs this peace and solitude as well. And it's saying that when you actually can quiet your mind and be in this stillness rather than, do you know what I mean, thinking all the time, you know. So if you listen to your thoughts rather than add to them, if that makes sense, you can free your mind, and this will allow you to free yourself. Because if we have a look, you know, she has got these swords around her, you know, she's still aware of what is going on. When you free your mind and quiet your mind, this is when you can connect to source. This is when the ideas that are in your heart, you know, the lifeblood that's going through your veins, this is when you can touch it, you can feel it, and you can hear it, okay? So this is a real sort of going inward. Now, it's like the way out is to go within. That's what I sort of feel is coming through with this, okay? So it's about witnessing your thoughts rather than actually being a part of them, you know, seeing where your thoughts are going and looking at them as an observer rather than being in it, okay? Because a lot of our thoughts can actually be egoic. And like I say, she's sitting there, she has her swords and everything, so she is still on the defensive. She is still scared of being hurt in some way. So this is the ego. The ego will tell us that we don't need to venture into that. We don't need to go into that. There's a chance we can get hurt. You know, you don't want to do that. Remember last time. And this is the ego that is constantly talking to us. Okay, so to go back and withdraw yourself and look at this from a soul level, The soul is always an observer, and the soul will only speak once the ego has said all it's got to say. So the ego will chatter, 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 and the ego often talks loudest. The soul whispers. And we need to drown out that ego in order to listen to our soul. Our soul will just sit there with its arms folded and say, okay, I'll wait till you're ready. You know, the ego's like, you've got to listen to me, you've got to listen to me, you know. But the soul's just like, right, okay, when you're ready, at the right time, you know, I'm here and I will give you advice. So this is what is happening at the moment as well, because what they're saying is there is a huge possibility here, okay? And this could be causing this confusion, because when we are on the verge of possibility, or when we are on the verge of potential, we can get scared, because we are venturing into the unknown, and it doesn't matter how much we want that, it is unknown and it is uncharted, and this can actually scare us, and our ego wants us to be scared because that stops us from pushing forward, and it keeps us in our comfort zone, which your comfort zone is a great place, but nothing ever grows there. So the comfort within this is very different to your comfort zone, because if we have a look, that dog looks at ease, and the dogs in tarot always represent loyalty, okay? It's like man's best friend, you know, that is there. But what they're saying here is, in order to embrace this potential and embrace this possibility, you need to rest, okay? Now, this might not just be physical rest, this is mental rest. If we have a look here, we have, there's like a altar there, and this is the goddess Freya, I think it is, and she is the goddess of magic, fertility, death and beauty. So when I say death, don't be scared of that, because death always means rebirth. So she is saying there is something beautiful being presented to you, okay? There is magic, there is fertility, there is something new growing or about to be born, but something needs to die in order for this to actually come in. This is the life cycle. So it's your old way of being needs to die, okay? And what comes after the Four of Swords is the Five of Swords, where you give up fighting, you give up resisting, because you know that you are just hurting yourself and others with this. So like I say, this is quite interesting, okay? And this can come, the Three of Swords, if we think, is about heartbreak, pain, you know, and experiencing this. So this is a time of contemplation where you've moved away from the pain that you've felt in the past, you know, but you're still thinking about it, and it is still controlling sort of your actions, and still controlling, you know, whether you are going to go for something or whether you aren't, okay? So like I say, we look, and it's almost like you can hear the animals snoring. One of my greatest forms of meditation is I lie on my sofa on the night time, and Hendrix lies like pretty much on my shoulder like a parrot, and he snores, and I just tune into his snores, and it's beautiful. He is there, there's my protector, but he is also gentle as well with it. And like I say, that actually soothes me. It's quite womb-like, you know, when you hear that. So what this is saying is, you need to either be around people or take this time alone. Be around people that you can trust, where you do feel this comfort with, where you do feel this safeness. But what you need to do, what is sort of crucial at the moment, is to relieve yourself of mental stress and anxiety. You know, you need to relax and take a break from worrying. Worrying gets you nowhere, okay? Worrying about what might happen, what has happened, if it's going to happen again or whatever. All you do is tie yourself up in knots. So this is saying meditation and contemplation are massively called for at this moment. This could mean as well removing external stimuli. I mean, how many of us, you know, first thing we do on a morning, we get up, we check our phones, we log on to the internet or whatever. Last week I had a break from social media, and I realised how clear my thoughts were. When we're looking at social media all the time, we don't realise these little seeds that are planted, you know, and then we go off, we get a notification. A friend's been telling me about this. Remove notifications from your phone, because your phone will be down. You'll get a notification, you pick it up, you check it, you then go check your Instagram, you then go to check your emails, you then go to check everything. So it lures you in. So try and remove external stimuli. You know, what you need at the moment is human stimuli rather than than sort of like external rather than electronic stimuli, okay? This needs to be human, this needs to be real, this needs to be something that you can touch and feel, okay? Let go of your focus as well on what you should do, you know, what goals you have. You might be working hard towards a goal, and this is putting a lot of pressure on you. You might be, you know, working hard on what you feel are your duties, you know, and trying to get these out. But unless your mind is properly focused, you will never put 100% into these. If you're constantly worrying about what you should be doing or something like that, you need to take this time to rest, because otherwise you can suffer burnout. And then when you suffer burnout, these goals and these duties fall apart anyway, because you're not in a position to do them. So this is about self-care and looking after number one, because when number one is working and firing on all cylinders, that's when anything else you do will be done to the best of your ability. If you're doing things half-arsed, you're going to kick yourself again, and you're going to feel that you have let yourself down or let other people down. So like I say, take this time for contemplation, you know, this time for rest, this time to take yourself away from everything in order to recharge, you know, and then you can tackle it again. So it's like a car, you know, when a car runs out of petrol, it's not going to go anywhere. So if you're constantly trying to work when you're running out of petrol because you're using all of this petrol with all of this stuff that's going on in your mind, you are going to end up empty, okay? So it's just allowing yourself this break, even if it's just an hour a day of me time. That's it. And it's perfectly allowed as well, you know. So this is saying, understand where you need to put your focus rather than where you think you need to put your focus, if that makes sense. You know, because a blank mind is what will lead to inspiration. A full, chaotic, crazy mind with everything going on in it, there is no room for clear thought. There is no room for clarity, you know, and there is no room for seeing the signs that are there for you. So like I say, this is a beautiful card, and if you can get yourself away to nature, that is fine. If we look at this is nighttime, and often we have the stillness in the nighttime, but we go to bed, and this is when our mind races, okay? So if your mind is racing before you go to sleep, then your dreams will probably be erratic, and you wake up and you don't feel refreshed. I've got a lot going on at the moment. For some reason, this side from my neck to here has tensed up absolutely terrible. I woke up this morning, I could hardly move with it. And I know that this is something to do with what I'm dealing with emotionally, what I'm dealing with physically and everything. But it's so tight, and I'm so wound up with it, you know, that I'm on the defensive. I'm ready, like even there, I'm clenching my hand. It's like I'm ready for this fight that is going to be like given to me, and that isn't good. If I relax into it, I can then see a clearer path of where I need to go and what I need to do. So I hope that makes sense, that card. I really, really like that card. And it's like I say, fours are about stability as well, okay? Fours always mean stability. A chair has 4 legs, you know, a house has 4 walls and stuff like that. So this is about, you know, you may be looking at your security, your stability, and maybe look at, you know, people and places where you do feel secure and stable. Like I say, Monday was about that, wasn't it? It was all about the no place like home. So I feel this could be the theme this week. So the Osho card that I got is guidance. And this is beautiful. And if we have a look, there's like this rainbow coloured angel here. And this is saying that the answers are within all of us. Like I say, you know, if you're looking for a way out, go within. This is where you will find the answers. So, but the thing is with this, she has the angelic guidance here. So I feel a lot of you are getting signs or intuitive signs or whatever, but it's like you're ignoring them. If we look at that figure there, she doesn't want to know. You know, she's desperately asking for guidance and then turning her head when it's coming. So really look at your pure thoughts, not your egoic ones, not your ones that you think you should do or whatever, not your ones that are actually based on things that have happened in the past. Your pure thoughts about what is happening now, okay? The ones that are coming from your soul, the guidance that you are getting from spirit as well, the signs that you are seeing, you know, the way you feel around situations. This is what it's telling us to home into. When we have all this external stimuli around us, we can it. You know, it's like listening. You put about 5 or 6 radio stations on and try and home into one song that is being played. You can't do it because there is little bits of the other ones still going in and you're listening to them and stuff like that. So this is about going into stillness. Then you can hear not just your soul speak, but you can actually hear the voice of the universe, which is trying to guide you to something that is for your greater good at the moment as well. Your own truth, like, sort of appears when you are in this stillness. This is when you will hear your own truth, and this is what it's saying here. You know, the universe is desperately trying to get your attention for some way. Like I say, it whispers, you know, and we can hesitate. We might think, oh, did we hear that right? Are we picking up this right? Is this just my wants and needs that are coming out, you know? So you need to realize that you have understood right, but it's just your egoic mind who is telling you there could be danger ahead, okay? So, like I say, listen to that little whisper, not that loud voice that's coming, you know, because those that know least know loudest, and that is very, very synonymous with the ego as well. It's saying here, if you sort of set yourself and be in this stillness, you will see where you are being guided. When you follow your inner guide here, you know that your inner guide wants you to be whole. It wants you to be integrated, you know, and this is what is happening when you actually tune in. So if you go with this inner guidance, okay, rather than this mind fog, this is when you will be sort of led towards the light, and you will know exactly where you need to go, because this spirit guidance is trying to carry you there. It's trying to get you to go with the flow, yet you are the one resisting, okay? So this is causing burnout because it takes a lot of energy to resist. When you just surrender and trust and give up and go with the flow, that is when you will be carried, okay? So it's a real turn your mind off at the moment. The Colette Baron Reid card that I've got here is a change in the wind, and it's in the protection position. Now, this is quite interesting, this, okay, because usually in the protection position, it's usually quite a negative aspect of it. But I feel that this is more positive than if it was that way around. I said to a friend the other day, which is quite funny, I said, I feel like I'm a weather vane and I'm just spinning and spinning and I don't know which way is north. You know, I'm looking for my true north and I don't know which way it is because it's just spinning in this wind, you know. But if you think the wind shakes things up, I once got told off Spirit, which is one of the most beautiful things that, you know, Spirit have ever said to me, and it made so much sense. There was one night I was lying and it was the wind was terrible and I could hear the trees outside and it was, you know, there was madness there. And Spirit said to me, life is like a snow globe. It has to be shaken up for its true beauty to be revealed. And I thought about that, and if you think of a snow globe, it's fine, it's a little picture, but when you shake it up, that's when you see the magic, that's when you see the glitter, you know, and that's when you see the sparkle. And I feel this is what's happening at the moment. Whatever is happening in your life, there is a shake-up, there is change coming, okay? You may feel like you're having to hold on to stuff because it's windy out there, you know, but this is trying to steer you in the right direction. And once this wind settles, you will be clearer on where you want to go. Okay? The fear will not be there. Okay? So this is it. There is so much fear around this. And what I love about this card, okay, what I was instantly drawn to is if it was that way up, okay, you've got this little house with a weather vane and that. But when we see it this way, it's actually like a point. So what it's saying is you have solid foundations. That is not going to fly away, because this point, if you think it's like a stake being put in the ground, you know, things have a pointy edge so that they can actually go right in. And this holds them secure. So it's saying you are secure here. It is safe. Okay, you have a safe and solid foundation here as well. Just things may be being rocked a little bit at the moment, and this is causing you to detour into fear. But you have safe roots, okay? This is what it's saying with this, you know, and everything may not be black and white. You know, there may be some grey areas, okay, but all will become apparent with this. So this is saying, don't worry too much about what's happening now. There is a reason for it. And if you turn your head off, you will be able to see where you are being guided, okay? So listen to the signs. Listen to them today, because I really feel that they're massively beneficial. Right, they're just telling me that I need to pull another card here. And wow, they've had these cards. Right, that one's just fell out, but that wasn't the one I pulled. I'm going to read from the book with these ones, because I haven't learned these yet, but there could be some guidance within these. So I hope it's all right. Like I say, everything's all a little bit all over, so I'm doing things differently. But hey, you know, sometimes a change is as good as a rest, isn't it? You know, and like I say, this is all talking about rest. So there we go. Right, okay, so this one that I've got here, quite an interesting card. Right, okay, this is making so much sense. Can you see that? What a beautiful, beautiful card. And what this is saying is this is about memories and lessons learned and choices made. Memory is the diary that we all carry around about, that we all carry about with us. And this is what I've said, you know, I feel a lot of this turmoil is from what has happened in the past. And it's saying here that, you know, this is contemplating memories from the past, but it's saying to release them to the world, all of your thoughts and feelings, your successes and failures, your good times and your bad times, you know, because everything is flying about there, you know, these remembered moments from her, you know, and they're swirling around like leaves. Now, we said this the other day, this is autumn, it is a time of letting go, and this is a time of letting go from the past as well. There's an open locket there, and there's light shining from it, and this could hold images of loves that have been lost but not forgotten. You know, she's holding that doll. There's an old doll there, you know, so she's like sort of reliving what has already been. But this is saying it's time to let it go, because we cannot cling on to the past, the good or the bad in the past, you know, because what we are doing, we are then robbing ourselves of a future, you know. So it's time to let things go, because if you have all of these things sort of running round in your head, then you don't have space to make new memories, you know, you don't have space to let other things in as well. Now this card, quite I don't know, it's quite erotic, this card, isn't it? You know, it's a great card, this one, but this is talking about direction, purpose, objectives, and taking the first step. And it says, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavours to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in the common hours. So this is saying that you need a direction, okay? But you cannot be directed from things that have been happened in the past. You need to still yourself in order to see where it is you're going. So this is saying your purpose and your direction, your goals and your plans for the future. Without these, your life would be stagnant and have little meaning. And I feel this is what it's got to at the moment, you know. So this is saying have something to aim for, something to achieve, you know, and look forward to it, no matter how small this difference is going to make in your life. You know, this is it. Set yourself a little goal, you know, have something to look forward to, because when we lose hope, there is nothing there in front of us. There is nothing driving us. And we need to remember that a dream, you know, a dream without a plan is only a wish. So it's moving forward. It's taking that step out of your comfort zone here. So it's saying here, you know, you can live a fuller life. There's reading, there's learning, there's seeing, there's experiencing, you know, there's stepping into something new, you know, because even the longest journey starts with a single step. So this is saying, consider why you are putting off making a move. Consider why you are thinking about not moving forward. And I think this is because of the things that have happened in the past. But if we look at the colours there, you know, it's like I say, your past is directing your future. And this is not what you need to do. You cannot live in the past. It's gone. That is why it's called past. Take the happy memories, take the lessons learned, and then let the rest go and actually start to forge forward, you know, and take that single step. Sometimes we have a goal that is far too big and we don't know how to get there, okay? So narrow it down and just say, right, I'm going to try this. I'm not going to let fear hold me back. I'm not going to let the pain of the past hold me back. I'm going to try for something. And when you get scared, you know, before something, it's usually because you're about to do something brave. So it's saying here, be brave, you know. They're saying to me there that the Christopher Robin to Pooh, always remember that you're braver than you believe, smarter than you seem, and what is it? Oh, a friend wrote me it. It's one of my most prized possessions. But that's it, you know, you are braver than you believe, you know, and stronger than you think. So please take that step in to the unknown and into the uncharted, because you have spirit guiding you, and this is where they're pushing you where you want to go, you know. So stop resisting it. Take this step and you will see that this beautiful new life is there waiting for you, you know. There is something new on the horizon, but if you stay locked up and cold and all protected like that, you're never going to get it, okay? You're never ever going to venture into that. You're going to stay stuck and you're going to stay in the familiar, okay? But really you need to venture into your future. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we have with this. Yeah, beautiful cards this. It's, yeah, let the past go, let the winds, you know, let the winds sort of take it, you know. Yeah. They give me Bob Dylan there for some reason, and it's not blowing in the wind, it's something else. What is the change in the wind? No. Why are they giving me that? Why are they giving me Bob Dylan? Don't know if it's times they are changing or what. There's something there. If it comes to me, I will sort of add it on the end of this video, okay? Right, okay. Remembrance. That's this came out in one of the monthly readings. I don't know who it was for. But it's saying, remember, the light within your heart is the same as the rays of the sun and the glow of the moon. The same energy that moves the ocean tides and also stirs inside your heart. What is it that your heart truly desires? What have you not said to someone that you would like to say? Find and express your truth. It is safe to do so. So like I say, you know, we can remember the past, but we cannot live there. And if you learn from the past, think of times you didn't say what you wanted to, or think of times you would say things differently, and learn from that, you know, and put this into practice in your present. So speak your truth, you know, even if your voice shakes. Sometimes it's very hard. You know, I said something the other day which was so hard for me, but I spoke my truth. You know, I had to do it, you know, and it was a little bit like, oh no, what am I doing? But it had to be said. And this is because in the past there are times I haven't said what I needed to, you know. So this is it. I feel you are being given a chance. There is an open door there, okay? But it's up to you to walk through it. Spirit cannot push you through it, okay? You have to work with them. But once you go through it, they will have your back, okay? And what I'm seeing on this open door is the sun is shining absolutely amazingly. And can you see how the sun is shining there? Look at that. That is unbelievable. They were showing me the sun shining and the sun is just beamed through the window there. So if that's not proof, I don't know what is, okay? So it's time to walk through that door, and I'm sure you will be greeted with a lot of love and light at the other side as well, and peace of mind. This is it. There is peace of mind lies on the other side of that door. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The links are below. I do want to say that as from today, I will no longer be doing email readings for the time being. I don't know whether they will come back on or not, but I will not be doing email readings. The only types of readings I will be doing are Skype or phone calls. Okay, I just find that much easier. I find it email readings can often take a lot more time, and I don't feel that the clarity can come through as much with that, I will honour the email readings that I have at the moment, but please bear in mind that email readings are taken between 10 and 21 days at the moment, 10 and 21 working days. Okay, so like I say, I am working on getting them all out, but as from today, you will be no longer able to book email readings. Okay, you'll have to converse with me face to face or ear to ear. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day. Give that mind a break, you know, and give yourself a break as well. Be gentle with you. Okay, Satnam.